Look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm a traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Weekly Bangers. I'm Mike, and we have Cahill and Gronk, or maybe that way. I don't know.
I'm here.
Yeah, so this is our first album. Last week we spun the Freewheelin Bob Dylan, as you can see. So for this past week, we've been listening to this album a lot, and we're just ready to give our thoughts and review and rank it. Um, yeah, so you all ready?
Yeah, ready as
Yes.
ever.
Thanks for the support
Make
there, Cahill.
sure you have your tea. I have a new mug.
Oh yes. Yeah,
Isn't that
Got mine.
unbelievable?
Just
Yeah, that's a class mug. Yeah, it's really cool.
can't even see you. Can only see Mike.
My mug looks tiny next to yours. Like, or wait, I think it'll be over this.
Wow.
All right, Carl is now going to give some background on the album, some context, and some facts about the album before we get into our thoughts. So take it away, Carl.
All right. So well, it's Bob Dylan's second album. First one where he wrote all the songs himself, and it's quite a political album. It's written during the height of the Vietnam War in the '60s, and it's pretty much an anti-war song or an anti-war album. With some songs like pretty much directly referencing it, like "Blowing in the Wind" and "Masters of War." Uh, Pretty good use of imagery in Masters of War, I'd say in particular, but Hard Rain's Gonna Fall as well, where he does a good job in highlighting kind of problems of war, kind of just like straight in your face with it, make you think about it. And kind of emphasizes how the people in power are cowards, who, all the decisions they make have effect on the citizens, but not really on themselves. And it also is kind of the very start of his music being like protest music, and he's considered like a protest music artist for ages, which he didn't really like that label, but this was kind of the beginning of it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
He was like in his
Nice.
early 20s or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think 21. I think 21 around when he wrote these songs.
And yeah, that's depressing.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
a very
well, you've kind of
educational research because I
focused
thought
on.
that was his
Yeah, that was
first
interesting. Yeah.
album.
Okay, I'll pass you off to Gronk now to give his initial thoughts on the album.
Very good. That was my first thought anyway. And usually I'm not like a person who's huge into lyrics, like in music in general. I know Bob Dylan is generally huge, like on his lyrics. That's like one of the most important components. But even on my like first few listens before I gave much attention to the lyrics, I thought it was very good already. Then when I really like kind of sat down and read through all of the lines, it just kind of instantly became better. Yeah, like loads of the songs, there was verses that would have given me like goosebumps, which is probably kind of unusual for like reading lyrics. It's very like poetic. Um,
That's cool.
so yeah, I thought it was very good. Um, yeah. Anyone else want to chime in?
Yeah, I'll go. I'm kind of like the same with you, where I'm kind of more in general like focused on like the sound of
Yeah.
music. Um, and like I like lyrics too, but it's not as important to me. But it is cool listening to Bob Dylan and actually like listening to the lyrics. Like I know quite a lot of Bob Dylan songs already, but I never really listened to like a full album. I
Mm.
knew I think only like two or three songs from this album already, but yeah, no, I enjoyed the album. I thought it was a really good listen, and you know, just shows like you can really tell like he has things to say, like and there's
Yes,
just
plenty
yeah a
of
lot of meaning.
thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I just think it's a really really good album.
Yeah. It's cool, like when you listen to the full album, you have like the context of like a lot of the individual songs, you know, like it makes more sense that from the time it's in and stuff. Actually,
Yeah, true.
It kind of is particularly impressive because it applies in every single time throughout history, basically, since it was released.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's actually
very
like a
true.
completely timeless message, probably as timeless of a message as you could get.
Don't think
Yeah,
twice.
that's
It's
actually
all
a very
right.
good point.
I always thought that song was like jolly, like it had a jolly meaning. Because the way it
Yeah,
intros, like the riff is so nice and pleasant as well. Like, you know, don't think
yeah.
twice, it's all right. But then, like, the actual verses, it's kind of sad. Like, he's,
It's sad. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, I guess kind of in a way, it's kind of. Do you see that song as being like a bit of like a fuck you kind of song?
Yeah, he has so
Because,
many of those about
but like
relationships.
throughout the whole song, I don't even think that. I think it's kind of like he is kind of being kind of like supportive in a way, and uh he's like, I don't know. I think like the lyrics are quite sweet, but then it's just the end, where he's just like, you just kind of wasted my precious time and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, it's
so
definitely
yeah,
somewhat sarcastic when he says,
yeah.
"Don't think twice." It's all right. Yeah.
I don't know. I disagree. I think
But
that's like a two-pronged message. Excuse my
yeah,
big words there.
yeah.
Um,
I agree. Like I
yeah,
think it is also a bit like that as well, because I think that is like a nice message as well. It's like, I think that's just nice. Don't think twice. It's all
it
right.
kind of
Yeah,
is. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely nuanced. Like it's not at all straightforward, even though maybe
Mm,
compared to actually no, it's probably one of the more nuanced songs on the album. Actually,
mm.
for his typical songs, it's not at all. It's actually very straightforward compared to a lot of other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
What do you think of the album?
yeah, it's quite cool, especially since I haven't really listened to nearly any folk music other than Bob Dylan. I think actually because you've mostly talked about the lyrics, I think the guitar is quite nice and the harmonica especially really nice.
Oh
I
yeah, I don't.
harmonica
Oh,
needs
yeah.
to be should be a much more popular instrument, I think. And
Yeah.
he even stopped playing it as much as he advanced like throughout the years. But yeah, his voice is so perfect for getting the message across. It's really
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
yeah, it sounds like a voice that's so haggard, like he's lived like
yeah.
multiple lifetimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's 21.
yeah, like you want to listen to him like he's a wise person. He's actually younger than we are now, like when you
Yeah.
recorded that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's kind of sums up my opinions on it.
Yeah. I very much agree. Like the harmonica is class, in this. I love the harmonica, and it's very underutilized, right? I think. Um, and yes, the voice as well is like, it's obviously like a big thing about Bob Dylan, and like I can understand why people wouldn't like it. But I have grown to like really like it, and like just the way he says things as well, like just like the way his what is the word? It's like his inflections and stuff,
Yeah.
So I just think
Mm.
it's really cool.
Yeah, he also, I think it was the interview with Rolling Stone, or no, with Time Magazine. I think it was the Time Magazine interview anyway, where he says something along the lines of, if you listen to me singing like I hit the notes, I can hit the high notes or something like that. He's like half.
Mm.
He's winding up the reporter for the whole interview, but he's like being half serious too, which he does always hit like every. And some of the notes are actually kind of high, especially in I can't think of what song specifically. One of the songs near the end of the album, but he just kind of. I guess that's just not the point.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's true. Like it's like people do call him like people say he's a bad singer and all that. He's not a bad singer. Like he can sing. You might not like
yeah.
the tone of his voice, but
Mhm.
like he can hit those notes, as you say.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got
he's
like
got a
a,
way wider range than many artists that are considered good singers, like
Yeah,
than like
I
Johnny Cash or
can
something.
can definitely see
You know,
how like a person wouldn't like him though, generally speaking. Like if you
yeah.
just
So far,
if it's like you're hearing it for the first time.
yeah,
yeah. I think the more you listen to
yeah.
him, the more likely you are to like him too.
All right, so let's get into our top songs. So how we do this is we have our top 3 songs, and then we have 2 honorable mentions as well. We go through our honorable mentions first. we each do the honorable mentions, and then we each go through our top three. And they are in order, of course. Okay, Gronk, do you want to start? So since you started off the thoughts,
Yeah.
what are your honorable mentions?
I actually think the top five wasn't like super hard for me to pick. There's a sixth song that I really considered putting on that like shot up for me right at the end of the week. But
Cool.
top five itself wasn't hard to choose. I think it's really interchangeable though. Like I could reorder it completely and I wouldn't be too upset. But
I do actually think that we are going to have similar top fives for this album, but maybe in different orders.
I think so too.
yeah, the order of it might just be the main thing. My fifth anyway. So my first honorable mention is A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall.
Nice. Class.
Cahill gave
Wait,
a
sorry,
nod there.
before you go
Like
on.
Cahill gave a nod.
I
Like
don't know.
that should be a lot higher or something.
Okay.
Don't worry
Do you
about
want to take that again, or
From the
do you want
top,
to
is
just
it?
carry on?
From the
Just
top,
number
make
5.
it
One honorable mention.
Yeah, that's my number 4 actually. WAP.
Well, that would be my number 1 if it was on this album.
Yeah, true.
Of
That would
course.
be the most fucking out of place song of all time, probably.
It actually would.
Have it like
You
after A
think if
Hard Rain's
he
Gonna
wrote
Fall.
that song and put it in there would discredit the entire album?
Oh, God. You have to get like the fucking
Nah, man,
AI.
that album needed a banger, to be fair.
Need to get like
Yeah,
the AI
yeah.
voice and make Bob Dylan's voice sing like from the top, make it drop.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that will be done
No, I
then.
don't want to hear
Throw
that.
in some harmonica
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Alright. My first honorable mention is A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that anyway before I got cut off rudely. So my second honorable mention is a
Might cut him off
girl.
early.
You just cut me off again, you prick.
Go on.
All right. My second honorable mention is A Girl from the North Country.
Nice.
Another one, actually. I think it could have been definitely higher, maybe, but I don't know. It's just hard to put them in order. But yeah, very good song, I think. Quite a sad, like the way he delivers it.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are my two honorable mentions.
Nice.
Cool.
I for my honorable mentions, I went with so my number 5 is Masters of War.
That's a
Yeah.
joke.
You
That
both
is
seem
a joke.
surprised by
That
Yeah,
that.
one's way worse. That's
yeah,
actually very good.
yeah.
It's what?
Well, I don't know about way worse, but another bad call, I would say.
Yeah.
Go on anyway.
Not to spoil
Uh,
anything, but I'd say that's solidified in the top 3, is it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to spoil anything, but
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
No, I like my top 3. I like my top 3 a lot.
All right, go
you
on.
should.
What's it called? So, what did you say?
I said you should.
You should,
It's
yeah.
your top 3.
Yeah, it is tailored to me, to be fair. But then number 4, similar to Gronk, I had A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. Yeah, really cool song. The song at first I was like, this song is too long, but then I was listening to it more, and then I was like, it's actually not at all. It's just once I kind of
Yeah,
got more
it could
familiar
go
with
on
it,
for
I was like,
longer, to be honest.
it actually could, yeah. I
I'd
really like the
say,
song.
what is it, like nearly 7 minutes?
Yeah.
I'd say that's more than enough.
Yeah,
Great
to be
song,
I
fair.
though,
definitely
don't
don't
get
think
me
it's
wrong.
more than enough because I don't think there's any part of it that could be taken out.
Okay, enough, so not more than enough.
Yeah, but he could have probably just banged in loads more verses that were
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
true. Like, I actually thought about going for that same 2 honorable mentions, but then, like, I feel like those 2 songs are really, like...
Man, you were
No,
just,
wait, hear me out,
just giving me shit.
They're, like, so, like, as far as, like, the lyrics and then, like, the context as well, those are, like, 2 huge songs, I think. So I had to have at least one of them
Yeah.
in my top 3.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair. Yeah. Okay,
I think
Bob.
some of the best lines come off those 2.
Yeah, no, I agree, actually, yeah.
This was difficult for me for the number 5 and 4, because I'm gonna put Girl from the North Country 5. I had it written down as 4, but the reason being, I much prefer the one on Nashville Skyline. I was saying that to you, Mike. I much prefer the
Yeah,
version with Johnny Cash. I would put that above the song that I have in at 4.
There's
Much
a,
better
a
version
Johnny
than the
Cash
one.
version, is it?
It's a duet, Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Check that
Yeah,
I
out.
listened to it
I
actually after
I think it's
Carl was
significantly
telling me
better
about
than
it.
the one on this
It's
album.
like a completely different song. Like it's like
Yeah,
so different. Like
Bob Dylan's
it
voice
doesn't
on
sound
that
the same
album
at all.
is, you wouldn't think it was him singing.
Is it still the same, like, sad tone?
Yeah,
It's weird.
but
It's
he
like a
doesn't
different
even.
melody as well and everything.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he doesn't sing it. Like when I'm singing the song, I was trying to sing along to it, but I know the one with Johnny Cash better, so I like start singing at the wrong points the whole time.
You
It's
could
way
just be
different. Like
a dead singer as well. That's also.
yeah, that's fair to it. But yeah, then my number 4 is Blowing in the Wind.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Bit low, I'd
hot
say.
take.
Yeah.
could have been out of the top 5 to be honest.
Oh,
Really?
what? No,
Nah, it
definitely
wouldn't be
not.
out of the top 5.
Classic, man.
It is, yeah. Probably because I never listened to it growing up because my dad doesn't really like it.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah, and you just steal his taste,
Yeah.
steal
I
his
think
opinions.
that's one of the only songs that I knew before I listened to the album.
Yeah, I mean, I still knew it before I knew Girl in the North Country or
Yeah.
Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, but I knew a couple other songs from the album before. Masters of War would be the first song I knew off the album, I think. Yeah,
Hot take, anyway. All right, I
yeah, that
suppose I
actually is
can.
way hotter take than the ones I was judging, but
Yeah, I can give my top 3, can I?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, work away.
All right. My third best is Masters of War.
Okay.
I really love the line where he says, like, I have to pull it up here now. Don't want to misquote him. You've thrown the worst fear that can ever be hurled, fear to bring children into the world. And then, like,
Yeah,
what he says after, then, just like, I don't know, in the context of that song, that's a class line. It's very, like, powerful, I think.
yeah,
Anyways, number 2 for me then would be Blowing in the Wind. And
Okay, that's good.
I love the way he bridges it, like dancers blowing in the wind. It's a great,
yeah,
like, open line. And then number 1, solidified, is Don't Think Twice, It's Alright.
yeah,
No surprises there, I'd say. The top 2 was kind of nailed on. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, I get that, yeah.
I don't know, but you could spin it.
Nice.
Any of the top 5, I think, is pretty good. Like, it's all similar
Yeah,
levels. There's
Yeah.
not like a clear cut.
Well, that's a
All
good
right,
list. I
thanks.
like it. So for my number 3, I went with "Blowing in the Wind."
Nice.
yeah,
Just a class song. It's a classic. I also, yeah, I know I do love the yeah, just like asking all these questions that we don't know the answers to. He's like, yeah, we don't know the answers to them. But they're out there. They're blowing in the wind. I think
Yeah.
that is just such like a really cool way of saying it. I really like it. My number 2 is going to be a song. I was telling Cahill at one point during the week that there's a song that I didn't know on the album, but
oh, yeah.
I've grown to absolutely just love it. It's such a great song, I think. And that is "Girl from the North Country."
Yeah.
It's such a nice song, I think.
Yeah.
I just like the lyrics behind it, and just sounds really good. I think it's way better personally than the other version. Like
Oh,
way better, I
100%.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's probably just like whichever one you know first, know that.
Maybe,
Um,
yeah. I do really like this version too. It's just that
mhm,
it is definitely heavily because I already knew the other one so well.
yeah. I wonder if I would have preferred the other one if I knew it first, but I don't think so. I really like this. I like the sound of it. It is a sad song, but also I think it's quite a sweet song as well. Um, and also just that like after that last chorus, when he gets like with the harmonica part, and then he just holds that note for like I counted, it's like 12 seconds or something before he like
Yeah.
resolves the note. It's just so good, and it like rises slightly as
Yeah.
it goes on, and
Yeah.
it's just so class. I love that song. I think it's so good. And then it just couldn't beat my number one, which is "Don't Think Twice, It's All Right."
Yeah.
What a great song, so good.
Yeah.
For some of the same reasons as well, but yeah, and I like all the harmonica in it and all that, and it's just a really, really, really good song. I love it.
Yeah.
But
Is
the top
this
two I've just played way more than they're like not yeah like as in I've just played them a lot like in the past week, like just I've just been queuing them. So good.
is this crazy to say that like that opening riff before he even starts singing in "Don't Think Twice, It's All Right."
Yeah, it's really nice.
I
It's actually,
probably replayed that like 100 times, and that's like by far my favorite part of the song. I don't know why. Just like the way it
yeah, it's
opens
really,
is
I
so good.
understand that. Yeah. It's actually
Yeah.
really intricate as well. I remember I tried to learn to play that, and it's really hard to even find a source that has the notes right because
Does it involve
it seems like somewhat improvised. He doesn't like, it's not a very strict picking pattern anyway, and it's
does it involve bar chords?
definitely deceptively difficult
Oh
to
yeah,
play.
Grant can't play backwards
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
My
his
one
fingers are
downfall.
wonky.
That's what
But it'd be
stopped
very
me
hard to get
from.
the timing right for it.
Yeah, can't put the finger straight down on the guitar. That's the one thing that held me back from like a class music career.
Yeah, your crooked fingers. It was definitely something to do with the lack of talent and
That I
drive.
think that had a part of it in it as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably something to do with those.
Yeah, that's why
Other than that, I'd
we
say,
became professional critiquers instead. Then
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
We're not like professional music critics unless it comes to Gronk, which we will critique
yeah.
very harshly.
yeah,
Compared to him, we are professionals. That's why.
Yeah.
All right, like, go ahead. So,
yeah,
Work away.
I do want to say just before uh, that I really started liking Oxford Town. That sounds really short though,
Yeah, no,
but I started
I
really
have
liking that more and more as the week went on.
yeah.
And Karina
It's
Karina, I
good, it's
love,
catchy.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I already did know, but not very well.
Mhm.
Uh, anyway, number 3, I had A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall.
nice.
Um, yeah, it's just very vivid when you're listening to it.
Mm.
Mhm.
Makes you think. Then number 2, Masters of War, for similar reasons. I think actually there's probably more good lines in A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, but just because it's longer. Masters of War is like concise and like everything's quite
I
well
think
written in it.
It's very blunt. It's really
Yeah,
blunt.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought
exactly. Yeah.
Hard Rain's Are Gonna Fall was more like non-straightforward kind of imagery, like the way he
Yeah, it
describes
definitely.
things. Masters of War is really like straight on the nose. Then just
Yeah,
calling out.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
And then number 1, I had I Shall Be Free.
What?
No, I had Don't Think Twice. It's alright.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
man. Oh, yeah, I don't know why I believed that. That was like the craziest hot take ever. What the hell?
Yeah.
Um,
That would not have been my top song until the last 2-3 years. Wouldn't have been my top
really.
song of the album. Would have been Masters of War.
I have to mention
It's a
one
bit out of
song
place.
that I nearly had like in my top three, but then it fell out. It like surged and then fell back out. It's Bob Dylan's Dream.
Oh yeah, I do quite like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I think more so
I
just
don't
the
really.
lyrics of that I really, really, really like.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I, I
Oh,
I
he
don't
has a
really
song
love
called
it.
Bob Dylan's 115th Dream too, and he might even have other songs about dreaming. I'm not sure.
It just
Sure, what's it
That one's
called?
quite funny. He laughs at the start of the song. He like, I forget what he says, but then starts laughing and he's like, "Start again." Quite funny. And he leaves it in the recording.
Sure, he has another one about dreaming in this album too. The talk in World War III, please.
yeah.
Yeah,
About a dream
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. What's it called? Yeah, Bob Dylan's Blues. I didn't love it. I do like the lyrics in it as well, but I just didn't think it was as interesting to listen to as a lot of the other songs.
Yeah, just
Which
like
it's not Bob Dylan's Blues he's talking about, unless you just
Bob
accidentally
Dylan's
Sorry,
said
Bob
that.
Dylan's
Dream.
Dream is what I was meant to
Yeah,
say. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Bob Dylan's Blues I actually like quite a lot. I think it's fun. As in, it's nothing like crazy, and it's quite like there's nothing really much to it, but it's I just think it's quite fun.
Mm.
Yeah, I think none of the songs are bad anyway.
Do you have
So that's
a favorite lyric?
When you were mentioned Masters of War, the lyric you mentioned from that,
Yeah.
I decided I was trying to narrow down lyrics, and I actually think the entire verse with that in it, I couldn't pinpoint specific lyrics from it. It's literally just the entire verse that I found is like all really hard hitting, and it's all more hard hitting with the other lyrics included too. Seeing it in its full context.
I think that song. I love the blunt lines in that song. Like like you weren't the blood that runs in your veins.
Yeah.
Even Jesus would never forgive what you do.
Yeah.
And then the last line, like I'll stand over your grave till I'm sure that you're dead. I just think like
Yeah, that was a really good
devastating,
one.
like
Yeah.
devastating. I remember the first time when I heard that, it's like, he's like, you may say that I'm young and all that, and it's like, and though I'm younger than you, even Jesus would never forgive what you do. I was like, I was driving. I was like, jeez.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
you were
oh my
like,
god.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
Even
man.
in the verse that I was saying, even at the very start when he says you fasten all the triggers for the others to fire, like
Mm.
it's exactly
Yeah.
kind of what I was referring to at the background too, where obviously he's not literally fastening the triggers, but he's giving the go ahead.
Yeah,
So he's
basically.
essentially fastening the triggers for them metaphorically, and then sit back and watch as well. Good way of putting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good.
They've like no skin in the game at all.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Yeah, that song is great. There's some lyrics in
Yeah,
it.
you hide in your mansion
Nice.
too. Very good.
Mike, what's your
That's really good. Actually, you hide in your mansion while the young people's blood flows out of their bodies and is buried in the mud is really, really good imagery as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite lyric, Mike?
So yeah, like I liked some of those ones in Masters of War. I like, as we said earlier, like the answer my friends blowing in the wind. That whole like just general lyric. Then like a more like I like all those ones about like he has a commentary on things as well, but then he also has like some nice like personal ones as well. I know I said I didn't like this song too much, but from Bob Dylan's Dream, when he said, I wish in vain that we could sit simply in that room again. $10,000 at the drop of a hat. I'd give it all gladly if our lives could be like that. I think it's quite nice.
Yeah.
My favorite lyric is the verse that's right before that. They're kind of hand in hand, but it's because he's talking about like how they kind of took everything for granted and they thought like they could do anything
Yeah,
and they knew all the answers. And then like the sixth verse is how many a year has passed and gone, how many a gamble has been lost and won. And the really good is like the really good one. How many a road taken by many a first friend, and each one I've never seen again. That's just really like
Yeah.
powerful and sad.
That gave me chills you saying it there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was also actually in between those as well, the two. Yeah,
I
really
have a
great.
few lines from A Hard Rain's
Yeah,
Gonna Fall that I picked out. One is I saw guns and sharp swords in the hands of young children. It's a good kind of way of swaying people's are not that anyone would have been pro war, but it kind of makes you think about it as a problem. And I heard one person starve, I heard many people laughing, like the contrast.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
And when he says the executioner's face is always well hidden is really powerful line as well.
Does he
yeah, that is really good as well.
it's that song I think he has something about like 10,000 talkers with no tongues and then like
These tongues are all broken.
yeah, but then later there's like I heard 10,000 whispering and nobody listening.
Yeah.
Then he also has I've been 10,000 miles in the mouth of a graveyard. That's
Yeah.
more good imagery.
Right.
Yeah, that's very good actually. Yeah.
Yeah, very poetic way of talking, like in general, not just this album.
Yeah, yeah.
Even like right from the start of his career, like the harmonica and the way he delivers lines, like it's clearly Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Just for like to consider for tier ranking, it's important to mention like the top 5 is really good, maybe even like the top 7-ish songs. I do think like the bottom few, I think are pretty like I don't know. There's like a couple of unremarkable songs in my opinion, like
Yeah, I'd agree.
towards the bottom end. So like it's not flawless. Like the top 5 is really strong, but there are
I
some
very
that kind
much
of
There
agree.
won't be any album that's flawless, I don't think.
no, but like
That
it's not like insane throughout the whole album. There's a couple of like
yeah,
forgettable ones, I think.
I agree. I actually think like the top five, like we all had the same top five songs. I think they're all amazing songs. And then I think the rest of the songs are like I think there's maybe like two songs I don't really like too much, and then the rest of them, which is I think like six songs, I like them, but I don't think they're great. Like I said, I do like not on the level of like the rest of the five. I don't think I
Yeah.
think
mhm.
it's not like a really consistent album, even though I do like the vast majority of the songs. Um, I don't think they're on the level of the top five.
Yeah.
I
I think that
was
speaks
I
more
was to
to
say
the top
seven.
5 are though.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
true.
extremely hard to stick to that
Yeah,
level. Yeah.
it's true. Good point.
I'm very ripped between two different tiers.
Our
All
stuff.
right. Will I count you?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. A.
A.
B.
Oh.
Ah,
That wasn't at all at the same time, but yeah, we got it. Oh, good. Yeah, I thought it was
there's
gonna
lag.
end up being B.
Yeah.
I really thought
Um,
about B. I don't know. Is
On the re-listen, you can.
yeah.
I think those songs are like really great, but I don't think the majority of the songs are on the level of an A tier album, and we're ranking off an album, not just off songs. That's why I put
Yeah,
it in
but
B. Just giving you.
of the albums, the main reason I'd put in A, I agree with that, but I just think it's the most solid top 5, more so than any of the other albums we did.
Yeah, but we're ranking as like the album as complete package.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm
but
kind of teetering between A
doesn't
and
matter
B.
if
I
you
don't
had
know.
2 terrible songs and 8 world-class songs. That's better than any album we've done so far, like by a mile, I think.
Yeah, but that's not the
Yeah.
ratio of the songs.
Well,
Like
5 is more than I think there was on any other album.
yeah,
I
but then
struggled. This is the only one that I didn't struggle
there's
with top 5.
eight
All right,
songs that I don't
all
think
right.
are on
Cahill,
in
are you
A.
very strong A tier? That it should be an A tier,
Yeah, it's my decision. Hey, yeah.
but like you're unwavering.
If you want to change it.
Like,
It's not gonna be because of me.
are you unwavering in B tier?
Yeah,
Oh, I have no idea. I think it's like somewhere between great and amazing. Probably
I
not
think like as in, I think it'll be up at the top of B, like you know.
like very great.
Yeah. By the way, the in within the tiers, they're going to be in order of how good we think they are. Like with all the albums in B are going to be in order of how good they are as well,
Yeah.
just for the viewers. But anyway, yeah, I think like this album will be at the top of B for me, like as an album, I think. But
Yeah, yeah. I would put it on the probably on the lower end of A.
Boys, I might re-rank it here and go B. I don't know. Now
If
that
you want to
I'm,
do,
would that be too disrespectful? Nah, fuck it. We'll leave it. We can change it after.
just change it if you think on the re-listen, I guess.
Yeah.
that's
All
10 weeks down the line now, Grog. So just keep that in mind.
right.
If you're feeling like it's a B now, change it to B so you can be happy with the tier list in the future for the next 10 weeks.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
I'd say keep it at an A
Update.
because otherwise you'd be thinking.
After reconsideration, I have made the ultimate decision to drop this from A to B.
Yep,
So
was
we're in a
expecting that.
democracy. So it's two
We're
votes
in
for
a
B, one vote
democracy.
for A. But I'd say like a good B plus, like a
Yeah,
solid B.
Oh yeah, top of B for sure. Yeah, B plus.
If you're going just off the top 5 songs, it's a fantastic album. I just don't think the rest of the songs carry the same weight. So
Mhm.
The only
While we do like them,
yeah,
but just not the same way. Yeah.
Great album still, don't get me wrong. Very great
Yeah.
album.
Yeah, sure. We're putting it in the great tier. Like the
Yeah,
V is
yeah.
great. So
yeah.
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 Mm.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, so there's the
Cool.
Freewheelin by Bob Dylan ranking.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we
I'm
find out what
ready.
we have next
Yeah, I'm ready to spin the wheel.
week?
Yeah, let's
This is
spin.
exciting, man. It's actually the most exciting time of the
Yeah.
week, seeing what
Yeah.
what we're going to be listening to for the week.
It's a bit like
I think you
gambling.
said it. Yeah, it is. I think you said it before, Grant, that it's like this like so much of or like our week, our mood for the week depends on the spin. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a really sad album, like it's gonna be a long week.
Yeah.
All right, you
Very
ready?
true. Yeah. Ready.
All right, let's see what we have for this week. 3, 2, 1. Exciting stuff.
Big suspense.
the one and only spin of the week.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'd say we
I
got
don't
like
know. I don't know.
yeah.
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 Oh, it's
Nice.
ranked number 22. Oh God, I'm gonna get killed for my opinions on this.
Yeah.
Early predictions coming in.
No, I actually think I'll prefer this than certain other ones we've
As
heard.
Cahill is not a big fan of rap, generally speaking, so
I might not.
Yeah, he's
Who's my top artist again for the year on Spotify?
Mac
If I
Miller.
just, I don't remember. Oh, was it Mac Miller? Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm excited.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Actually,
We'll see. I
that'd be
mean,
cool.
it's the 22nd top ranked album on the Rolling Stones list of greatest albums of all time. So
Yeah.
Quite
that's
similar to Freewheelin, I think. Similar enough
Similar
style.
this
styles.
album. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's gonna be a shame. I was kind of hoping for a bit of a change up, but
yeah.
it's fine.
It'd be cool if he had some harmonica in the instrumentals.
Yeah.
That'd be
I'd say, yeah, definitely expect it. I'd say there should be some.
I mean, it is pretty big aspect of hip hop, all right.
yeah.
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 Or 7 subscribers. Let us know if you have any thoughts down below, or any
Yeah.
disagreements, or any hot
Well,
takes.
6 of those subscribers were us. Just cleared up for the other.
Yeah.
So,
Or one subscriber. Hope you're watching.
One
Please let us
subscriber,
know.
yeah. All right, guys. So thank you again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and all of that. Share with your family and friends. And yeah, throughout the week, listen up to "Ready to Die"
If you want.
by the Notorious B.I.G. And no, it's mandatory.
yeah, that was
Homework,
And
so.
and yeah, come back and see what our thoughts are, and let us know in the comments what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks again for watching, and stay banging.